Forget about horror movies, try losing half your health to a meterless combo, or slowly dying to constant command grab mix-ups on block. Today we're looking at Scarecrow, the most frightening character NetherRealm has ever made. But first, I have to show you something amazing. Today's video is sponsored by Exter, the world's largest and smartest wallet brand. And in case you never heard of a smart wallet, it can do stuff like this. Wow, look at that. Every card at your fingertips right away, then push it back down when you're done. It's just a simple press of a button. Look at how convenient that is. But that's not even close to the coolest thing about this wallet. It also has a tracker. So check this out. Let's say I lose this wallet. Oh my god, where is it? Where to go? Well, I can check the app on my phone and look at that. It knows the exact location. So let's say you're in an Uber ride and you leave your wallet in the Uber, it will know the exact location of your wallet. But maybe you're like me and you're a bit more responsible than that. The wallet is nearby, but you just can't figure out where you left it. Well, guess what? Hit this button and it rings. Look at that. I know exactly where the wallet is. If it's somewhere nearby, just tell it to ring and find it instantly. Now, if I'm being honest with all of you, I lose my phone way more often than I lose my wallet. So check this out. If I still have my wallet, then I can tell it to find my phone. Look at that, that's so cool. My phone's way over there and it's like, yo, I found it, I found your phone. And this tracker can also be used to take selfies as well. Just press that center button twice and you get a selfie. Look at that, you can do remote photos by yourself now. That's pretty cool. I'll be honest, before making the video, I didn't know what a smart wallet was, but now I can't imagine life without the Exter wallet, so I highly recommend trying it out by clicking the link down below. You can track it with your phone, it can track your phone, and it just looks slim, sleek, and it's all around useful, so I highly recommend checking out the website. Get yourself an Exter wallet today. So first up, we have his Ford 3. Look at the ridiculous range on this thing. That is basically 2 jumping distances. Look at that ridiculous range. This thing can hit you from downtown. Or in other words, once Scarecrow is right around here, you can no longer fire any projectiles because if he spins 1 bar, he is armored, which means you're going to get launched for a full combo follow-up. And when it comes to damage, this character does not tickle. That's some scary damage for just 1 bar. And it's not just horizontal range either. This thing has good vertical range as well. To show that off, I'm going to tell Harley Quinn to jump up and just check this out. Look at the vertical range on this thing. It can hit you at the height of your jump. And when it comes to range, Scarecrow is just dangerous in general. Look at all these mids with fantastic range. He can fly in, see if it hits, and then confirm for a full combo. So once again, when Scarecrow got around this distance, you just had to stop pressing buttons because he had some very fast mids that could whiff punish almost anything. And like mentioned earlier, once Scarecrow touches you, you're in for a lot of damage because he does not play around with these combos. Look at that, almost 500 damage for a single bar of meter. And then if you wanted to spend 2 bars, of course he gets even more damage. Look at this damage. We're already approaching 600 territory. That's Bane levels of damage. And all it took was 2 bars of meter. But honestly, once Scarecrow got close, he was even scarier because his down 1 is 6 frames on startup, and that's as fast as the move can get in this game. Or in other words, if he's ever plus by even a little bit, he can go for this move, and if you challenge him, he's going to win every single time. And because down 1's combo in this game, you're in for a lot of hurt. Or put simply, every time Scarecrow is plus, you have to keep blocking because otherwise this down 1 is going to catch you for a full combo, and that's especially frightening because of Fearferno. This move when meter burned is +6 on block. And as a result, Scarecrow can do it after pretty much any string to keep himself plus and go for more jab pressure. If you press any buttons, you're gonna get counter hit. And as a result, unless you push block, things like this are 100% guaranteed. And just look at that life bar whittle away. Imagine being low on health and then Scarecrow just does this to finish you off. It's a pretty scary thought, isn't it? And to make things even more ridiculous, this move extends combos as well. So yeah, it's amazing on block and it's amazing on hit. It is low risk with a high reward. And if all of that wasn't bad enough, it also builds Scarecrow's trait. And we're going to talk about that more in depth later on, but just know it's amazing on block, it's amazing on hit, and it also builds his trait as well. And you might be thinking, okay, big deal, I'll just keep blocking. Eventually he's going to be out of meter and it's going to be my turn again. And you would be right if not for Scarecrow's command grab. This thing is especially scary. It starts up in 10 frames and can tick through off of two of his best moves. The first move is down 1. As mentioned earlier, it is 6 frames and it doesn't get any faster than that. So if you're blocking because you're afraid of the special move, then Scarecrow can cancel into his command grab instead. So remember that move Fear Furno that we talked about earlier? Well, after the opponent blocks that, you can do down 1 into the command grab, and they have to guess. Is it going to be down 1 into a combo extender or down 1 into an unblockable? Or if you prefer, just do the command grab right away. I mean, why not? You're +6 on block and the command grab is 10 frames, which means the opponent has to jump. If they do any attack, they're going to get beat by the command grab. But then we have his down 2, and this tick throw is arguably worse because normally if a down 1 lands and he goes for a tick throw, the command grab will whiff. So at least if he guesses wrong, he doesn't get the throw. However, that is not the case for his down 2 tick throw. As you can see, even on hit, it still connects normally. Or in other words, if you block, you're gonna get command grab, but then even if it hits, you're still gonna get command grab. Once again, it's a really unfair tick throw. And did I mention this down 2 has ridiculous range both horizontally and vertically? So even without the tick throw, it's a very scary move in its own right, easily one of the best anti-airs in the game. However, then on top of that, it's also one of the best tick throws in Scarecrow's arsenal. And you know what? I just remembered that you don't have to use down 1. You can also use 2-2 as well, because this move starts up so fast that the opponent can't interrupt it, and it's a much easier hit confirm than down 1. Or in other words, if you know the opponent likes to press buttons, then you can check them with 2-2 instead, because you have a lot more time to see if they're hit before doing the combo extender. So to summarize why this whole situation is so terrifying, whenever Scarecrow manages to get in, he can go for Fear Furno and then meter burn. This makes him +6, which means you can't press any buttons because if you do, you're going to get comboed for a lot of damage. And as a result, whenever Scarecrow gets in, you have to keep blocking, but then he has the option to go for a tick throw, which means if you're too patient, you're gonna get thrown over and over again. And then once he has you too terrified to do any button pressing whatsoever, he can just kill you with chip damage alone. As you can see, the title of this video is not lying to you. This character is truly terrifying once he gets close. And to make things more frightening, Scarecrow can be plus on hit as well, because when he meter burns the scythe grab, he is at +21 on hit. That's right, whatever he does, you have to respect it. There's no getting out of this one. And to make matters worse, this move restands the opponent, so even after a long combo, Scarecrow can set up more of his block pressure. And just look at the health bar already. That wasn't even a long combo. It was a basic forward 3 launcher into a restand and then 1 block pressure mix-up, and Harley Quinn is already half dead. So now just for fun, let's see the exact same setup after a longer combo. Look at that, we're already in the corner, which makes the command grab setups even easier, and Harley Quinn's health bar has taken a beating. And you know what, since we're in the corner, let's talk about Scarecrow's super, because this thing is +15 on block. And since we're in the corner, that guarantees down 1 into command grab or just a raw command grab, either one. Once again, the opponent has to guess. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not the best way to spend your meter, but if the opponent's close to death, why not go for it? If you have the bar lying around, they might not know you're +15 and get counter hit for a short combo instead. Now thankfully for the opponent, there is pushback from mid-screen, so you can't go for the command grab setups anymore, but being +15 does mean you can do certain strings, and if the opponent presses any buttons, they will get counter hit for a short combo. But then last but certainly not least, we have to talk about Scarecrow's trait, because this thing is an absolute monster. So by default, it does damage to the opponent whenever you're nearby, which means if the opponent's really low on health, you can pop trait and then teleport, and they're pretty much guaranteed to die. There's almost no way for them to avoid setups like this. And since the opponent is taking constant damage, this also makes your bread and butter combos do a bit more damage, which is a very nice plus for a character that already does godlike damage. And then on top of that, any move that uses your Fear Toxin gas will build the trait meter even faster. So do you recall Fear Furno from earlier? That amazing move that's plus on block and extends combos on hit? Well, it's also one of the best ways to build trait. In fact, even the restand was made more godlike because of this trait. It's already fantastic in its own right, but now it's building your trait as well. So for example, just check out a very short combo like this and look at how much trait we're building. As you can see, we're already 3/4 of the way there, so one more mix up and we'll have this meter filled. And then once that meter is filled, you gain access to Traumatize. This thing covers the entire screen and crumples the opponent, which allows you to dash in for a full combo follow-up. So even if you're far away like this, boom, dash forward, back 3, let's get a short combo going. Ooh, look at that, we're already getting over 500 damage, and that didn't cost any meter at all. So now just for fun, let's spin the meter and see what that damage looks like. Ooh, just look at that. The opponent's already half dead from a single combo, and that was a raw traumatize from anywhere on screen. You're getting some really good damage like that. But then we have the scariest part, because you did not have to do traumatize raw. You could do it in the middle of a combo, and look at that, it restands airborne opponents. So if Scarecrow touched you for any reason whatsoever, he could always cancel into traumatize for a really damaging combo. Once again, even without meteor, you're getting some ridiculous damage with this thing. But then if you did spend the meteor, you are getting some frighteningly high damage. So as you can see, I was not lying when I said Scarecrow is the most frightening character that NetherRealm has ever created. Everything from his crazy range to his insane block pressure and mix-ups and crazy combo damage made him a frightening monster to deal with. So if you love Scarecrow or simply enjoyed my video, make sure to leave a like down below. It really does help my channel out a ton. And then make sure to subscribe and ring that bell, that way you never miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.